Big welcome to you, Taurus. Now we have the Sun in Scorpio, transformation, and we had on Saturday, we had your full moon, right, with the Halloween day. And Halloween is showing us a little bit how the death is actually seen, right? It's a very interesting way of showing us that these holidays are holy, right? These holidays are connected with a bigger picture, and the bigger picture is, of course, all these planets above us. Now, quickly to the Sun, right? The Sun is in Scorpio. The Sun is in the Death card. Here's the Hermetic Tarot. Here's the Rider-Waite. Death, I see it like the leaves that are falling now, and it's actually part of a cycle, part of a new shift, right? Part of we going into the absolute letting go. The beautiful thing is I had a teacher training weekend where they did the tests, and one of my students, she explained it in a very beautiful way, because sometimes, you know, we get this like, oh, you new age people, right? What you tell me how to let go. And I'm like, well, you know, you can always use examples in nature. It's like, how do you really let go? And she said in her class, because her position, main position that she was working on was the tree. And then she says in Shavasana, which is a corpse pose, right? Which is in a way also a death pose. Okay, imagine you go up the tree and you go into the crown and you go into this one leaf, and then you see the leaf like letting go and falling down from the tree, coming down, right? And I thought that was just so beautiful, the way she actually shifted our awareness to letting go. Like, how does a leaf let go? It just lets go, right? It just falls and says, okay, that's it. I know when I let go, I fall and I become part of a bigger picture. And I think this is what we have to start seeing also in and accepting in the death card, right? A lot of people don't like to look at these skulls, and it looks, you know, and it looks Halloweenish, right? We have the Phoenix rising, and there's a lot of stuff going on in here, right? The sun is rising, the white spirit with the black skeleton, or with the, you know, like the black and the white, always the two opposites, right? And I don't want to go too much into these cards right now. It's the sun, it's the ego, and the ego is letting go, right? We're letting go of like a leaf that's falling down from the tree. The yoga position that I created for this card is the Scorpio, of course, right? The Scorpio is showing us let go of the thinking, let go of all of this, like, okay, I am in control of things. No, you're not. It's like there's something much, much bigger playing, and we call it God, right? We call it universe, we call it whatever we call it. It doesn't matter. It's playing its game. The Phoenix is rising, right? Here we have in this card the Phoenix rising. So I incorporated the Phoenix behind it with the seed, with the new rising of the new generation, right? Letting go of that thinking. And the Hebrew word noon for this card is fish. And here we have two fish, right? We coming out of this our deep subconscious, collective subconscious, to rise out of the ashes, to rise into a new awareness, into a new consciousness, right? So that's what's happening in the sun, in the I, in the ego, in the external world. Now the moon, right? The moon is in your sign. And when we look at your sign, it's a whole different energy, right? This is water, right? And this is earth. Now here again, we have like, again, the two pillars here, they became gray. There are no more all these symbolisms in there, right? There's the elephant, and there is the hexagram above him, right? In a way, it's like these three characters form a triangle upwards, right? But there's a triangle downwards because it's an earth sign. And again, the number 5 right here in the corner, or here, yeah, here in this corner, the number 5 pointing downwards too as a triangle, right? Here the pentagram, because the 5 is the pentagram. And then of course, but the spiritual connection is always the 6 is this hexagram, right? Then the 3 circles here, it's this wand or this staff, right? It's like a scepter. Here the 3 levels of consciousness, right? Subconscious, the conscious, and the higher conscious, or the 3 worlds also, right? Here the first time we have now 3 people in the card. I mean, there's so much going on, right? And then again, he wears the crown, and you are connected to the neck, right? This is the jaw and the neck. This is your body part that gets affected, right, when you have a sickness, or like that's where your weakness is, but also could be a strength, right? We see here the red and the white, right? We see here 2 different kinds of schools, and these are initiates. They get initiated by the priest itself. We have here, this is almost like from the hanged man, right? And then the hanged man, of course, he hangs upside down and gets enlightened, right? So it's very interesting how here again, the symbolism, or a cross, right? But it looks more like a T. Here, these look like a Y, right? And the Y is always that when we bring our arms up like that, we can see that there is this noon, evening, and the 12, always the 6, right? We have the 6 in the morning, the 12 during the day, 6 in the evening, and the 12 at night, right? It's in a way that's just kind of like the symbolism, Typhon symbolism, right? So there's a lot of going on here. Of course, we have the 2 gray pillars, and of course, in the High Priestess, the pillars are black and white, right? They are not distinct, right? Here, the gray means that you become wise, right? Gray is the wise color. So here, this is the card that I painted for you. I don't want you to sit on a throne anymore. I want you to bow down. And then here I made the blue little dot in the center where your throat is, where here these 4 dimensions, right, with the cross, the white cross, right? We have the spirit and we have the material world. We have here time and space, and in the middle is you, the communication. We need space to communicate, right? We need that awareness to talk. We need that the sound can travel, right? And the scepter, or the 3 dimensions, and the 2 keys, and the number 5 within that downward facing triangle, right? And I think I might add, I'm not done, right? And then the white lilies and the red roses in the back, like mixed as the tapestry. It's almost like a wallpaper. I'm still working on it, right? And then, of course, the circle around the white with the blue sky behind it, and the blue, of course, for your throat chakra, right? So this is your card, right? The Hierophant, or the Hierophant tricks. Because, again, why only women have been allowed, why only men have been allowed in these organized religions. And these organized religions are all ruled by men, and that is leaving us, right? Because we have the age from Pisces. The age of Pisces is leaving us, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. You are the king of coins, right? If you're born from the 10th of April to the 9th of May, this is your court card. Remember, court cards are arranged differently. the years divided through 16. And we can see here again, you have the red thing, right, scarf around your neck to protect it. You have the sun or the moon here in the scepter, and you have again the pentagram. You're rich, you're heavy, you're the bull, you're Taurus, you're the cow, the holy cow in India, right? In India, the cow is that spiritual animal connected to the Taurian time, right? Because the earth, remember, when it does a wobble around its axis, it takes 25,007/800 years to do the wobble. And in that wobble, we go through all the zodiac signs, but not forward, backwards. So for example, right, the Taurus time or the hierophant time, the organized religions started in your time. Before that was Gemini, and Gemini was a different time, right? In the Gemini time, we were like equal, man and woman were equal. And then came this, you know, we started to understand more the spiritual aspect of a lot of things. It came to us that with 12 o'clock, right now 12 o'clock is ringing, which is up here, right? Down here is 12. And here's 6 and 6. So in a way, it's like the organized religions started to create the masculine force, right? Because the bull, right? They don't show a cow, they show the bull, right? Show that this organized religion was carried forward, started here in this bull time. And then from the bull, we came into Aries. And Aries is the Jewish tradition, is the Jewish religion. And again, very masculine, very, you know, like it's only the male that can do it. And then we got into the age of Pisces. Again, a man that was the spiritual teacher in there, right? And when we look at Pisces, the age of Pisces, it's like more like the group. It's like searching for the love, searching for something within us, right? And now we're going into the age of Aquarius, and that's androgynous, right? The star has no male or female characteristics to it, right? And that's what's going to happen. There's going to be an equal energy again. We're going and looking up to the stars, and we're going to see the earth from below, and we're going to have a complete different perspective on how we see religious, right? Now here we have to create an equality, because these religions are not going to survive otherwise, right? They're going to go away slowly and going to be transformed, right? This transformation is happening to the organized religion as well. Good. Let's start with your reading. So from the deck, you get right away the High Priestess, right? Which I painted here. In this position, we're rising up our arms. It's this like we understand up here, the high moon, the full moon. We're rising up. We are in the stream of consciousness, the white and the black pillars, right? Very simple. Below her feet, we have the full moon, the new moon, right? And so here you are in the stream of consciousness. As you can see, here is the black stream, here's the white stream, again the same thing. And then she has as a jewelry put in the symbolism, because this is what's happening, right? We cannot, with certain symbolisms, they're a little too estranged to us. They're just like too heavy, right? They're not really working anymore. And so I also want to create a new awareness to it, because a lot of people are doing yoga, so I want to combine that with the yoga poses. As you can see, she has the half moon above her head. She's very, very connected. So where are you coming from? From the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is an awareness of understanding the change, and you have created an awareness within you, right? You have protected yourself against people who are attacking you, because you somehow very intuitive. Yeah, you are now getting attacked, right? This is a little bit of outdated timings, right? So if you don't adjust, you don't get into a higher awareness or consciousness or start doing yoga, yeah, right? This is like tough for a certain religion. They're very rich and they really show up in a way that they're sitting on their throne and they're having here their crown, and it's not working anymore. Like, they got to bow down, they got to show humility, they got to show that it's not working anymore. And very intuitive, we know, you know, very intuitive what to do to be in this stream of consciousness, right? That everything is shifting. There's always light and dark and light and dark, and light and heavy is exchanging, right? And here you are in this beautiful namaste position in front of your heart. So the first row, for me, it's not really that I'm reading. First row is the past, the second row is the present, and the third row is the future. I read it more circular, right? But right now I'm just going to give you this 3 rows, and then we go circular. We go around and look at the central card. So here you are with Sagittarius, a Capricorn, and a Scorpio. You have 3 people right away, right? With whom you feel that you are spiritually quite connected. This one is very much fun. This one is like the Capricorn, right? Capricorn. And of course, this is a knight, it's a searcher. He's searching for that excitement, for the fun. Here, this is Capricorn. The Capricorn sits, she's holding the money. She knows very clearly, right? So this is fire, earth, and water. And of course, the King of Cups, he's deep. He's looking for love. He's like in that awareness of like, okay, life is about deep emotions. Scorpio, right? Scorpio is the death card right here, letting go into that deep ocean. So here you have found a crew, a set of people that are helping you to go through this transformation time, right? And of course, the full moon that you had in Saturday must have been quite significant for you, because I can see here in your central card, because they came all upside down out. They jumped upside down out, right? So here you have the full moon in your center, but it's upside down. So something happened on this full moon to you, right? You felt it very strongly, your full moon, because you have the card reverse coming out, and you have the 8 of Pentacles came out reverse. That's the Sun in Virgo, working hard, right? And again, you have a Pisces, you have 2 Pisces, and you have a full Pisces. So this Pisces moon really did something to you. And of course, Pisces is searching for love. Look at him. I mean, he's just adorable. Like, I really love him, right? So, but here in your reverse card, right? So it's almost like when you look at it, right? She's diving deep into her intuition. She's understanding. So it's in a way the reverse, right? Let's have a look of what they want to tell us when they reverse. So I do this first. The moon in reverse, fears that block you, difficult separating reality and illusion, linear thinking, inability to process a spiritual or mystical experience, mental confusion, misinterpretation, anxiety, fear. I mean, it's just like, so something very profound has shifted and changed you, right? The 8 of Pentacles, also reverse, seeking shortcuts to your detriment, burning out or giving up, sporadic output, and inexperience. And the Knight of Cups, Missing the signs, protecting your heart, not being open to love, a player, a jealous partner, moodiness, sulking, negative emotions, blocking your progress, disappointment. I mean, okay, right? So let's have a look at them one more time. So this full moon did something to you, right? And you know what it is, right? You know also that here with this, with the money, with the work, something has shifted in your love life, right? In your intuition. I mean, you really, but this is letting go, right? Look at this, right? So look, if I put it like this, right, it's like it's upside down in a way. So it's like it's meant to be. If I bow down, you can see them like this, right? So in a way, letting go, like that leaf falling down from the tree, right, is like giving you an awareness, and then we can turn them all around, and then they're really cool, right? You're in the flow, you're understanding what the moon or these cycles mean, and the love, the search for the love, for your own true love. So but the next row, right, as you can see, how do we do this meditation, right? How do we turn them around? How do we understand that, okay, when I bow down, when I do such a difficult position like the Scorpio, right? And being humble, right? There's the humble warrior, very beautiful position as well. So we do yoga, we do the asanas, right? I'm not saying yoga is asanas. Asanas is asanas. And then asanas lead that we can sit and meditate. So we do these asanas, we do the positions, right? We do difficult positions. Then we can sit and meditate. Then we can see, oh, wow, within me is everything I need to know. Within me, I can open up my heart again, which is right in here in this beautiful picture. I can open up my arms again. I can enjoy an emotional satisfaction, not with a partner, but with myself, right? And then here you got an Aries, right? Court card Aries. Have a look at the dates, right? Have a look at these dates of a Sagittarius. Have a look at these days of a Capricorn, and have a look at these days of a Scorpio, and have a look at him, at the Pisces, at the Knight of Cups. Also have a look at his states, because maybe there is a person in your life that is leaving you, right, is wanting to leave this relationship, and it happened on the full moon in Taurus, because it's not working anymore, right? The relationship is just not working anymore. But look, then you go deep within, you are understanding a lot of things, that sometimes these kind of positionings, right, are not working anymore. They used to work back then, when Taurus, when the bull, when the cow was looked at, was everything was more natural, right? So coming down into a forward bend, letting go of that head, letting go of that crown. And that's really what Corona, the crown chakra, is telling us. Bow down to the world. Bow down to the energy of the people, right? And here you have a new idea coming, and it excites you and it makes you happy, right? Again, the Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces, right? So again, Pisces is in the center of your deck. Pisces is that search for love, right? Is always looking for a meaning of love. And Jupiter is abundance, authority, but also knowledge and science, right? That's with this card, right? So you are actually, it's good that these came upside down. It's good that you're letting go. It's good that that leaf is falling down, right? That's why I have a leaf and rose hips fruit right? That's what's left. The Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra, right? So just see that again as that beautiful, deep understanding that Jupiter in Libra is when we are in a justice, when nature is exact, when nature is telling us, because justice is not really just, nature is not just, nature is exact, right? So just look at that, right? How you then come into Jupiter in Pisces, right? Jupiter in Libra, Jupiter in Pisces, it's shifting you, right? And Jupiter again is that biggest planet that we have. He is the teacher. He is giving us a clear connection to this new, right? This is Mars, this is Aries, this is just new spark. She's excited. She's bringing something new into this world, right? So let's see if there's any clarification that wants to come to you, right? Again, all these cards are circling around this full moon that came to you in Saturday, right? So this is what happened to you. There's something left you, right? Because something wasn't working anymore. Because this is the working card, right? And when it's upside down, it's not working. Now, who are these three people, right? With the High Priestess, what are they doing in your life? What is their meaning to you? Right? I love when things like this happen. So these three people is the Nine of Fire. And the Nine of Fire is like these three people are helping you to grow, are helping you to learn, are helping you to shift into, I'm just gonna look at the original card. Exactly, on the moon in Sagittarius, right? So these people are basically helping you to understand these cycles, understand that there's a bigger picture to be understood, right? Because when you look at this card, the original card, right? He, against all odds, was working hard to understand something. And even though he's wounded, even though he's hurt, right? There has been an inner strength. So these people have come to you to bring an inner strength to you, right? So again here, Capricorn is very strong-willed queen or woman helping you in your life, and he as well is a strong-willed, right? A king and queen, they're coming together, right? So of course a lot of people say this is a couple, right? But for me it's not a couple. It's just, I don't like to like always go into this like romance and love and all this kind of stuff. I want you to first be very empowered, very strong, and then we can see the love situation, right? But first it's all about you. It's all about how much can you grow, how much you can go deeper within, right? Even though it's upside down, it's still the moon. You're going deep within, but you also letting go, right? It's almost like you're letting go because it's this energy, and you letting go when you bow down. You're letting go of your head going upside down in a way, so that row makes sense with bending over, and then you see it actually again in the right way, because as you know, right, when you see this, but he's bent over, look, he sees the cards straight, right? So your message here very much is bend over, bend down, and see that the work that you did, the inner strength that you got, right, from the Nine of Wands, is that you are, that this is already a recovery. This is already the Hermit card, right? He understood something. It's a cycle, it's an ending, it's a completion, right? So that's here very clear, talking to you that these people are here to help you to overcome a growth cycle, right? So let's see the central role. what's not working, right? What you needed to let go. It could also be that you lost your job and a partner, right, at the same time, and that's intense. Like, that's really like letting you know, like, okay, something is really... So you got the Three of Water here, and the Three of Water talks about for me, the Three of Water, right? Sometimes people make it that fun, the Mercury in Cancer, make it that celebrating, making that the three graces or the creative abundance, right? Because, but this is emotional. Sometimes also they say you party too much, you're drinking too much. This is the Lord of Abundance, right? And of course there's three, and there's three cards here. So maybe you had to let go of yeah, maybe you had to let go of something that was like saying to you, you know, this kind of celebrating and dancing. It's like the three graces, right? They're here holding the cups up, and they're dancing and they're enjoying themselves, and it's Thanksgiving, right? It's Thanksgiving, it's giving thanks, which is actually happening now soon. Mercury in Cancer. Cancer is that healing, the healing zodiac sign, right? And Mercury, of course, Mercury is information and communication. But I feel like this Thanksgiving, right, is this like celebrating that we have let go, that we have now everything, that there's abundance, right? And Thanksgiving is coming up to you, right? So I think that you are for this Thanksgiving, for this coming out, right? Where you again are able to celebrate, because as you can see, what's coming underneath are these three, right? So you again, something is letting you know that you will get through this, and it's meant to be, and it's a good lesson for you. It's an important lesson for you. Page of Water, right? And the Page of Water is again a water sign. It's all three water signs. It's Pisces, it's Scorpio, and it's Cancer, right? You have a Scorpio, you have a Pisces, and you have here a little bit Cancer, right? Because it's the Three of Water, which is Mercury in Cancer. So the healing that you're going through, right? And this new spark. And I always see, when I see the pages, I always know that whatever you're going through, whatever healing you're going through, is for the next generation. For me, these are always the children. For me, this is the next generation. And whatever we do in this world is for the next generation. We must help them. We must shift for them. And I think also because you have here then the teenagers, or the, you know, I always see it's almost like this is from 0 to 20, and this is from 20 to 40, right? And then the Queen is from 40 to 60, and the King from 60 to 80. This is how I see the 4 court cards, right? But that this is coming, it makes sense, right? Because it's water, it's emotional, and the moon, the Pisces, right, is water, is emotional. You doing all of this for the next generation. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Yeah, the Tower. right? The Tower is a crown, is Corona falling down. So this Corona time has really created in you a deep shift, right? And it's good because you bowing down. Bow down, do the forward bend, right? Let go of the crown, because that's what this Tower is telling us. Let me see what's underneath in the future. Yeah, 3 of Fire. So you can expect a new life into justice. Beautiful, right? This is where I end. This is where I stop the reading. Amazing. In the German reading, I had the High Priestess, I had the Justice, I had the Meditation in the center of the deck, right? Same thing. So again, the Justice, right? It's not justice that we need to look at. Life is not just. Nature is never just. It's exact. It's precise. Go with that preciseness. Go with that understanding that black and white is in the center, right? Here, you know, you're taking the next step. You're going and searching for this 3 of Wands, very beautiful, connected to the High Priest, to the Empress, right? But clearly, like, when you're bowing down, you letting go of this, like, yes, I know everything. Yes, I am the High Priest. Yes, I am a rabbi. Yes, I am all these gurus, right? No more. We don't want the guru anymore. The guru has his time. Now it's the star. We're going into the age of Aquarius, right? We're going looking up for the star, and the star is androgynous, right? So you doing this because things need to change, right? And particularly because you are connected with the real estate, you are connected with the banks, you with this, like, needs to shift, needs to break. It's no more necessary for us to have that kind of blockage. We don't want that anymore. The new generation doesn't want that anymore, right? So now this is for you, like, the step, right? Understand that these 3 cards in reverse can only be understood when you bow down, when you say, okay, I'm letting go of that head, I'm letting go, I am reversing, putting my feet up, right? I'm putting my feet up because then I take action. I'm not just sitting here and being celebrated as this, like, I mean, it's just, for me, sometimes these popes and these spiritual leaders, for me, they're just, like, so unapproachable, right? I really, like, just looking at them, it's just like, it's not working anymore. Like, what do we want you up there, right? At least this pope is going into the people. He says, like, I don't want to sit on the throne anymore. I want to go to the people. I want to work with the people. But still, it's like the institution behind him. It's just like holding him in this, like, okay, I need to dress, I need to be a ceremonial master, but meanwhile he's, like, so far away from the human beings that it's just like, it's not normal. We need to come down, right? We need to realize that the world is shifting. Good. Then thank you for watching. I see you again when the sun is in Sagittarius, and of course the moon in Taurus, right? So thank you for watching. I wish you a great month. Until then, namaste.